Hi everyone, this is another Week 3 match of Rookie Rumble Season 1, and we have the Minnesota Mamoswine here versus the Tailwinds of Winter. The Minnesota Mamoswines, I believe, are undefeated here, going 2-0. The Tailwinds of Winter going 1-1, so let's see, will Tailwinds of Winter stop this win streak, or will it be a 3-0 here as Murkrow and Landorus come out against Iron Valiant and Moltres? Now, we don't know this Iron Valiant is, going to worry about that Intimidate because, it can really be anything. But, if this Landorus knows a rock move, then this Moltres could be in a bit of danger, but, this Murkrow is definitely not going to like the Fairy-type Iron Valiant on the side. Now, always, of course, the Prankster, who knows what it's about to go for, probably Tailwind, but we'll see here in a moment. As Magic Cookie Pokemon and Rat Puncher 22. Are just hiding their moves still. We do see a swap in Rotom Wash in case you know Rock move as Rain Dance comes out. And Icy Wind from Iron Valiant going to do quite a bit of damage to both of them. Rock Slide not doing as much as I think they'd wish. I do wonder why the Rain Dance came out. Probably hoping to do something against Moltres here, or, to help Zebstrike as Tailwind comes out. Another Icy Wind. Gonna do pretty decent damage to both Pokemon, and Light Screen comes up. Yeah, we did see this Zebstrika did get like 7 kills, I think, last week with Thunder. Probably gonna get a little less with that Light Screen now going up. But it is, it's in Tailwind, so that speed drop's not gonna really matter. The Rain is up, so Thunder will always hit. Haunt goes into the Iron Valiant as Thunder is not going to pick up the KO on Rotom Wash. We just see a Thunderbolt does go into Zebstrika, possibly forgetting that it does have Lightning Rod, so you cannot go for those electric moves, and you now have inadvertently given it a special attack boost, which we saw last time allowed to pretty much sweep a game. And no ground types on the opposing team. 2 electric types, though. Although one is Rotom Wash, who's not going to appreciate it either way. So the Thunder goes into Iron Valiant, going to pick up the KO and Foul Play, just barely not gonna pick up the KO on Rotom Wash as it misses a Hydro Pump. Wow. I think that's 2 Hydro Pump misses, right? Yeah, this is an incredibly lucky Zebstrika. But yeah, we do see that Iron Hands does hit the field here. Gonna put out your Electric Resist, it does make sense. But even Iron Hands, it's not very specially tanky, so I wonder, like, if a Thunder does go into it, how much damage is it really gonna take? Now, there is fake out pressure, so it could be like fake out and just, 3rd Hydro Pump into Zebstrika, just, pray you can't miss this 3 times in a row, right, Rotom? First, I think at this point, like, if this Murkrow has Brave Bird, Foul Play does 14%, so, like, maybe, like, High Roll Foul Play might take out Rotom Wash here. Yeah, no fake out, as Thunder is going to pick up the KO on Rotom Wash. Foul Play doing quite a bit to Iron Valiant, who will do a lot more back to Zebstrika, but unfortunately no KO here as Moltres hits the field. And if there's any time to Terra, it would be now, as like Rain Dance, Thunder, and a Moltres with that special attack boost, I don't think it's going to live. Also, funny fact is, we'd actually see Tailwind first, but yep, Thunder's going to miss without that Rain as Tailwind comes out themselves, and Drain Punch will pick up the KO on Zebstrika. So 2 Tailwinds on the field, both going at the same turn, so it's just going to be basically normal speed. And I think the game has now come down to, can the Minnesota Mamoswine handle Iron Hands? Whose fists are E for everyone, as we can see, based on his player name here. Now, we do know this Landorus does have Rock Slide, which this Moltres is not gonna want to do too much with that. But we see like a Protect, maybe, as Iron Hands picks the cube, but we do see a Terra into Water as Earthquake comes out, so predicting the Terra, I'm gonna get the crit on Moltres, and the one-hit KO on Iron Valiant, as Heat Wave not gonna do very much. Yeah, that was a very, very good prediction by the Minnesota Mamoswine. And yeah, at this point, I'm not sure there's much you can do, as the Earthquake will just come out, pick up the KO, take us to Game 2. And yeah, here is Game 2 here. a very good, I'd say, start for the Tailwinds of Winter, but that, that special attack boost given to Zebstrika, who once again just kind of wrecked havoc. that 2-point Zebra has really kind of decimated two teams at this point. So a very, very good pick for the Minnesota Mamoswine. We do see Ndidi Iron Crown, one of his more common leads, hits the field here. Timmy not going to do much to either of these Pokemon, and special attack Fork Drive. Now we've seen Thunderbolt, Icy Wind on this Iron Valiant. I don't think it's going to have much for either of these Pokemon on the field. And same thing for this Overquill. Both Pokemon also aren't going to really appreciate like an expanding force. So yeah, Icy Wind's going to hit it, going to drop their speed, which will certainly help. Throat Chop, going to almost pick up the KO on Ndidi. As expanding force, and not going to do much to Overquill. I think I said they're both not going to appreciate it. I meant to say the Iron Valiant's not going to appreciate that. Yeah, Overquill's a dark type, so he's not going to care about that. But yeah, we do see that Iron Valiant is Sash. So it will live that expanding force. So this Ndidi is probably going to take one move here. I don't see a reason why you would just go follow me. Maybe you want to save it to set up the psychic terrain later. If you're worried about that priority that the Iron Hands could have. I think that's kind of it. There's not a ton of priority on this move, so Psychic Terrain is mainly just for that expanding force. Yep, we see another Follow Me comes out. Icy Wind's going to take it out, though. So I have a feeling a Throat Chop's about to come out, and it's going to pick up the KO on Iron Crown. Putting them a 2 Pokemon advantage here, which is never good. Intimidate's going to come out, hit both these Pokemon. We do know this is special Iron Valiant at this point, so really care about that attack drop. The Overquill will not appreciate that, though. And these are both pretty fast Pokemon on the field. Iron Valiant is definitely the fastest one on the field, so it's probably going to get one attack off. If it gets that Icy Wind off, it's going to be really not good for Minnesota Mamoswine. Going to make your fast Pokemon a lot less fast pretty quickly. And yeah, that Terror right off the bat into Ghost means you can't get your Embodied Aspect on Ogerpon either. So it's never going to be able to get that special defense boost, which might come in handy. We see Destiny Bond comes out as Ivy Cudgel hits it. That's going to take it down with it. Wow, and Pin Missile, I guess that was just in case like Landorus got the KO instead. It's going to get 5 hits though, as Stomping Tantrum is going to pick up the KO. Making this a 2v1, Landorus versus Rotom Wash, not going to appreciate that, and Iron Hands. We do see the Psychic Seed coming out, so predicting Ndidi to come, which makes sense. Going to raise Special Defense though. Stomping Tantrum is going to almost pick up a 1-hit KO on Iron Hands, but Hydro Pump will take out Landorus. But yeah, wow, Destiny Bond Iron Valiant. So that's something you have to prepare for here. It's Sash Destiny Bond. Yeah, with that play, that takes us to game 3. So yeah, both teams have shown that they've done a lot of preparation here to counter their opponent's team. We saw Ndidi Iron Crown got shut out pretty handily, so definitely a lot of preparation going into that. Not so much for Murkrow Zebstrika, but I mean, that's not exactly what you're expecting when you see. And we do see Ogerpon, a Landorus, is the lead here, and Intimidate 2 Pokemon who probably don't care that much about it. And yeah, we do see that Rotom did 80%, I think it was in rain though, to Landorus. So definitely not going to appreciate another one of those. And we've seen Rock Slide, Stomping Tantrum on this Landorus. We don't know if it's Protect yet. I can also see it being Choice. I think whenever it's picked a move, it's only used that move. So yeah, I guess we'll see here in a moment. We do have a Water Absorb on the field, so a Follow Me could also come out here if you stop that Hydro Pump from hitting Landorus. I'm sure that was the point of bringing Ogerpon with Landorus here. But yeah, I'm honestly this Iron Valiant with Destiny Bond is kind of terrifying. the focus Sash. I mean, kind of got to be a little scared to hit it, and it's going to Terra the Ogre Pawn this time as Icy Wind comes out. And Hydro Pump going to pick up the KO on Landorus. Play Rough not really picking up the KO on Iron Valiant as Murkrow hits the field. Now this, is a special defense increased Ogre Pawn against 2 special attackers, one who can't. Actually, a Thunderbolt will hurt quite a bit now, with your grass typing gone away. But yeah, to avoid Destiny Bond, I'm thinking probably a Tailwind is going to come out here. We could also see a Rain Dance, if you wanted to increase this Ivy Cudgel. We do see Overcoil comes out to drop Ogerpon's attack. His Tailwind does come out, and Horn Leech goes into Rotom. As Volt Switch, I'm going to go into Ogerpon, do actually less than I thought it would. And it's going to allow, we'll see what Pokemon, it's either going to be Iron Valiant or whatever the 4th Pokemon is. It is going to be Iron Valiant coming back out. And so with this, have Iron Valiant next to Overquill, which, right off the bat, I'm not seeing the exact strategy here, but I'm sure there was a reasoning for these 2 Pokemon being out in the field. We do see a swap to Zebstrika as Rain Dance comes up, and Destiny Bond's going to come out again with Swords Dance. So very passive turn from the Tailwinds of Winter, but I think it does pay off as, no damage was done on the other side as well. This Destiny Bond is going to be quite a big issue, though. It does swap, though, as Thunder hits Overquill. It's going to pick up the one-hit KO, Foul Play doing not a ton to Iron Hands, who I'm wondering if it's not running Fake Out, which would be kind of crazy in my opinion. If it is running Fake Out, we'll certainly see it here, and we'll see if Lightning Rod is remembered this time. As Thunder is going to go into Rotom Wash actually to pick up the KO. Foul Play, I meant. Goes into Iron Valiant as it does quite a bit back to Zebstrika. Unfortunately, not picking up the KO. And, yeah, Iron Valiant is going to hit the field here again, but Tailwind Thunder into it. I feel like might just pick up the KO here. You're gonna lose Zebstrika, but I think you just have to kind of at this point realize that you gotta win with your other 3. Yep, Thunder is going to take out Iron Valiant. Drain Punch going to go into Zebstrika. Pretty much full heal. Iron Hands. It's going to send. Yeah, it's gonna, Ogerpon's gonna come back out with the special defense increase. Not gonna do much against Iron Hands here. One more turn of rain though, so this Ivy Cudgel is going to hurt on this last turn here. But let's see, can they outdamage the healing that this Drain Punch Iron Hand is going to do? Well, we do see Spiky Shield comes out first, so not gonna get any healing this turn. I wonder if that was worth it though, because your rain is gone. I guess you can just go for rain again. You know what? Actually, that was 100% worth it. Yeah, you can just go for Rain Dance again. Your Foul Play is doing what, 18%. Your Ivy Cudgel is going to be doing more, I assure you. Yep, so here comes Rain Dance as Ivy Cudgel hits, and it's going to take out Iron Hands, giving the game to the Minnesota Mamoswine, going 3-0 now.